In the vastness of the universe, in a distant galaxy far beyond human reach, lay a tiny moon orbiting a majestic gas giant. On this moon, there was a forgotten outpost where a lone space marine named Lieutenant Jeremy Cole had been left behind, abandoned and forsaken. The only solace he found was in hunting the indigenous creatures for sustenance to survive. As days turned into weeks, and the moon's pale light illuminated the desolate landscape, Jeremy began to feel a sense of unease. Each night, as he retreated to the safety of his outpost, he sensed a lurking presence, an unknown creature that seemed to be toying with him, playing a dangerous game of cat and mouse. The creature's stealthiness sent shivers down his spine, and he couldn't help but always look over his shoulder. Morning after morning, Jeremy discovered the disturbing evidence of the creature's presence. Damage to the outpost was left in its wake, ration supplies diminishing rapidly, and, worst of all, his weapons began to jam and break down. With each passing night, the creature grew bolder, tormenting him not only with its presence, but also with the constant reminder that he was stranded, alone, and vulnerable. Driven by desperation, Jeremy turned to his survival skills, crafting crude weapons out of scraps he found in the outpost. The nights felt endless, filled with fear and tension. But during one particularly harrowing night, Jeremy stumbled upon a peculiar material. It was a luminescent crystal-like substance, pulsating with an otherworldly energy. He couldn't help but wonder if this mysterious material could be the key to defeating the unknown creature haunting him. As Jeremy continued his quest for survival, battling not only the unknown creature but also his own paranoid thoughts, he witnessed the unfathomable diversity of the moon's landscapes. Lunar canyons sprawled before him, their steep cliffs casting eerie shadows in the pale moonlight. Strange flora flourished against the odds, their vibrant hues contrasting against the barrenness of the moon. And the local animals, captivating in their alien beauty, roamed gracefully, unaware of the lurking danger that now haunted Jeremy's existence. Days turned into weeks, and Jeremy's relentless pursuit of survival led him closer to the truth behind the unknown creature. Could it be possible that he was not alone on this forsaken moon? That there was something more to the creature's torment? Doubts plagued his mind, and he questioned his sanity, the fine line between reality and imagination slowly blurring. Just as he teetered on the edge of madness, Jeremy stumbled across a discovery that changed everything. Amidst the desolate landscape, buried beneath layers of dust and time, he uncovered a peculiar transmitter buried by a previous space marine. Hope soared in his heart as he realized he might not be the first one to encounter this unknown creature. Unleashing his desperation through the transmitter, Jeremy composed a distress signal, relaying his location and detailing the creature's relentless pursuit. His last flicker of hope burned as he initiated the transmission, anxiously awaiting a response. Days passed with agonizing slowness until finally, a response crackled through the static-filled airwaves. Relief washed over Jeremy as he heard the words, "Lieutenant Cole, this is Sergeant Stella Hayes. We've received your distress signal and are en route to your location." However, as soon as the words sank in, an ominous realization dawned upon Jeremy. Stella Hayes was not a member of his unit. How could she be responding to his distress signal? Confusion replaced relief, and Jeremy's heart pounded in his chest as he wondered who was truly coming to his aid. As seconds turned into minutes, the distant hum of a transmission grew louder, enveloping the outpost in its eerie presence. And then, emerging from the shadows, an otherworldly creature stepped forth. It was colossal, far larger than Jeremy could have ever imagined, its luminescent body reflecting the pale moonlight. As the creature reached out towards Jeremy, its intentions unclear, a twisted smile formed on Jeremy's face. He had finally found his calling, his purpose on this forgotten moon. Unbeknownst to him, he had become the hunter's prey, trapping the unknowing predator in its own twisted game. Jeremy now knew the reason why the moon had been abandoned for so long. The environment itself had become a prison of the mind with phantoms and illusions playing tricks on the mind. In this twisted tale of survival and insanity, the landscapes transformed into something more sinister. The characters became unwilling pawns, and the animals. Well, the animals never truly understood the complex dance of fear and survival that unfolded in their moonlit world until Jeremy had arrived.